Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So this is a video we're redoing just because I recorded this video about 2 weeks ago and it's kind of gone out of date. And I didn't want to release it with the wrong prices and stuff because I didn't want to give people the wrong idea. So we're just going to go and recap and rehash it now. So what we're going for today is a AFK smithing method, which is going to make you probably now about 4 to 5 mil per hour. It was sort of pushing like 6 to 8 mil, but the prices of Cannonballs have decreased due to them being in the gates of dinners. So what I'm going to do is just check profits and margins as well. But in terms of doing this, you're only going to need a couple of requirements. I put this more towards like the lower mid-level side. So what you're going to need is the Ghost Ahoy quest done preferably. You're going to need Mauritania Achievement Diary medium done, so the tier 2. And you're also going to need Dwarf Cannon done as well. Now Dwarf Cannon really isn't a lot, and the other requirements really isn't much. Probably the one out of 3 which is the most hard work. It's probably Mauritania Diary 2, but you're going to need it anyway, and it's got quite a few decent buffs which will help you anyway. So, Cannonballs and basically making Cannonballs. The reason why Cannonballs are sort of needed in the game, people like to use them for cannoning tasks, Slayer, Champion Scrolls, multiple things. People even use them as a way to sort of keep aggression. The past couple of weeks, Cannonballs actually went to a price of about 1.6k. Then Gates of Dinners were released and they sort of took a bit of a big hit. But as you can see, 1.2k currently is how much Cannonball trades for. Now to make Cannonball, basically what you do is when you get the Dwarf Cannon mold from the Dwarf Cannon, you get a Cannon mold which makes 4 Cannonballs per steel bar which you buy. So depending on the price of a steel bar, that can depend on how much profit you're going to make. And when the Cannonballs a couple of weeks ago when I did the video was roughly about 1.8k each, you could pay a steel bar off pretty easily. Now, let's just check the price for steel bar. Steel bar is going to come in at a price of 3,000 coins, which is very high for a steel bar. And again, I'm having a feeling that you probably make a little bit more just buying that on a slow sell, which, yeah, you'll save a couple hundred coins. But this is something which I think in a couple of weeks will pick up even more. Basically, once the supply from the gates drop, and I think with the booster as well, a lot of people are doing gates at the minute. But Cannonballs are always needed, they're always in demand, and they do take quite a little while to go. So if you were to buy a big stock of steel bars and just AFK away, you will definitely have a decent stock for when that price does rise. But we're going to go through the video anyway, because this is something which should get a little better every couple of months, or there will come a time when Cannonballs will spike again, and at least this video can be out for you guys to have a look. And to be fair, for a sort of a smithing method, level 35, you do get some decent XP. Now, one of the requirements which we talked about was the medium achievement diary for the Mauritania set. Now, the reason why we need this is if you have the Mauritania legs equipped, which I'm just going to grab right now, when you go to the furnace in Port Phasmatis, you will actually get double speed when crafting Cannonballs. And this is basically where you're going to make the enhanced profit compared to a normal furnace. It doesn't work at a normal furnace, only in the Port Phasmatis. So to get that, you use your XFA, or you can catch a boat to Port Phasmatis if you do not have the quest done. So we're just going to run over to the furnace now. So for each steel bar, we are going to still pull in something like 4.8k. So you're still going to make 1.8k profit per steel bar, which for how AFK this is something I would advise to people who want to watch TV series or are AFKing while doing work, or do you know what I mean? Like something which is very hard AFK, because you can do quite a few transactions in your skilling bar. So because we're now at this furnace, which is opposite the bank, when we go to smith on the furnace, you can see that when we go to craft the Cannonballs, you can do 60 interactions per go. Now this is going to be quite quick because I've got the Mauritania legs equipped, but for a lowish level, for level 35, 26 XP at a time is pretty decent. Although I'd imagine like to do the Mauritania, you already do need higher than 35 anyway. But this is pretty much it, and as you can see, very AFK and very chill as well. Like, it's a really good AFK little moneymaker to do, and it's definitely one, like, if you're doing Group Ironman, and your account isn't the highest level in the world, and you want to find something to sort of be doing on the side, this can definitely, like, make some profit. Again, with that steel bar price a little bit higher than what I anticipated, I'd probably bring it down to 3-4 mil per hour, but it's still pretty solid. You can still make quite a bit of Cannonballs per hour. As you can see, we've pretty much got about 3 minutes of AFK, which is very good. Now, if we were to do this without our Mauritania legs on, we can show you truly like how long it will take to do. We can go and do that interaction. As you can see there, that's a full 6 minutes of AFK. So the Mauritania legs really do come in and really sort of like make this profitable, and a lot more sort of, a lot quicker as well. 3 minutes is still a decent amount of time to be AFK, but the fact that you're making these twice as quick just means you're going to be making cannonballs twice as fast as any other spot. It's going to be more profit, and it's just going to allow you to be more AFK as well. Now, as mentioned earlier, you can do a variety of different methods as well. This is something a little niche which will appeal to a small variety of players, but cannonballs have been one of the most solid money-making methods since RS really started. Again, it used to be highlighted as sort of like the soccer mom smithing method, but it's very good. And like, again, like if you need a reason to AFK and you've not got many other options, this can be something with such low requirements that you can actually do at any point. Now, this is Cannonballs, and we've gone through the GP as well for Cannonballs, and we've highlighted that and how much GP you can make. Again, you can only really make this sort of GP we talked about in the Port Phasmatis one and with your Mauritania legs equipped. You've got to be equipped, else it actually doesn't work. But as you can see, they were over mid-price and probably like 120 GP over. Now, another method, again, because we'll go through all the methods and stuff, a steel bar being 3,000 coins is quite high when the medium price is actually 2.3. 700 GP over mid-price is quite high, and I am trying to buy this at sort of like 11 o'clock on a Thursday afternoon. It might be a bit cheaper when you have more players online, which is why I always say put in lowball offers on the Grand Exchange and let them buy, because you have the whole range of a day when different people log in and different people are playing the game as well, which means that they can sell them at different points. But if you're looking for another very low-level smithing money-making method, smelting, which we've gone through a couple of times on the channel, can be a great way to make a little bit of profit. Now with steel, you only need level 20 to make steel, which is really nice. 35 is what you need for cannonballs. But really, steel, you kind of want to have it to where you can make steel with a chance of making extra bars, which is level 27. But for a steel bar, I believe it's just an iron ore and a coal ore. And again, this can be a great one for the free-to-play money-making methods as well. Free-to-play can make steel, and I think you can probably make steel for something like maybe even as cheap as, depending on coal, you're going to be about 1,200 coins. 1,200 coins to make a bar of steel, and then you're making 3,000 selling that as well. So 1.8k, and that's without any extra bars or any extra things you can get from just leveling your smithing up. So if you wanted to do bronze from level 1, you can get it up to a certain level and then transition into steel. That's another way for you to make some more GP. Again, it's going to be AFK. You can just do it at the furnace. But if you really wanted to, you could do the whole process. You could make your own steel bars and then turn your steel bars into cannonballs. Steel bars are non-members, and you can do those on non-members. And probably one of the better money-making methods on non-members, if I was being honest. Cannonballs are only done on members after the Dwarf Cannon quest. But just a little money-making method. Again, we try and like sort of throw the big stuff out, but also account for the lower levels as well. It's definitely one where we enjoy the AFK methods, but they don't all need to be high level. Like sometimes doing the low level stuff will generate you more profit than doing the bigger stuff, because not many people do low level skilling anymore or low level supply gathering, which is where you can capitalize on and make even more money for your time. It doesn't really matter all the time about XP. Sometimes you can get more profit, which sort of overrules what the XP side is. But that's going to be the end of this video. I know it's probably the first little like low level money making method video we've done for a while, but I just wanted to get it out because they were working really well. When cannonballs are at 1.7 to 1.8k, when I sort of record this video a week before gates, you were making like 6 mil an hour. 6 mil an hour was crazy for smithing. It outperformed everything but Elder Rune. And I do think cannonballs will get to that point, because we've been pointed out on Market Watch that they were too low, and then they did steadily start to climb. But it's just a matter of time. If you can make some cannonballs in the meantime while it's waiting to go up, you can definitely do that. And then after that, it's just more profit. So what I'd probably do, if you are going to do this method, you're going to make some cannonballs, just hold on to them a little bit longer, because if the prices do go up, you're going to just make a little bit more profit. If you need to sell them for now, you'll still make profit. You'll make sort of 3 to 4 millish per hour. But again, you have to do it at Port Phasmatis. But that's going to be this video. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to give me a like, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.